Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're diving into something today that honestly sounds like it's straight out of sci-fi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, AI-powered nuclear energy.
Yeah.
I know, right? It sounds wild,
Yeah.
but stick with us because this is actually happening right now.
It is. It's really fascinating. It's where two super powerful technologies kind of collide. You've got nuclear energy, a really solid and carbon-free source of power, right?
Right.
And then on the other side, you've got AI. AI is just amazing with analyzing all that data, predicting what's going to happen, and just automating these super complicated tasks.
Okay, so let's break it down. Like, what even AI-powered nuclear energy, and how does it work?
So at its heart, it's all about using AI to make every part of the nuclear energy life cycle better, like the design, the operation, the safety, the maintenance, everything. Imagine tons of sensors all over a nuclear power plant just constantly collecting information. I'm talking about temperature, pressure, radiation levels, you name it.
Okay, so there's all this data coming in,
Hmm.
but what's AI actually doing with it?
Okay, so this is where it gets really interesting. AI algorithms, especially these machine learning ones, they get trained on this huge amount of data. And they learn to spot patterns, predict potential issues, and even make changes in real time to keep things running smoothly and safely.
Whoa, so it's like having like a super smart assistant that's constantly checking on the plant and fixing things before they even become problems.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
And catching things humans would totally miss.
So if you're just tuning in, we're talking about AI-powered nuclear energy. Like, what is it? How does it actually work? And why should anyone even care?
Yeah.
If you're digging this, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tell us what you're thinking in the comments. We love hearing from you.
All right, so now you're probably thinking, okay, what are the actual benefits of using AI here? Well, one of the biggest is safety. I mean, it's constantly analyzing data and predicting problems, right? So it's like an early warning system, letting operators know about issues before they blow up.
So it's like another pair of eyes,
Yeah.
but these eyes never get tired. And they can process information way faster than any human could.
Exactly. And it's not just about preventing accidents. AI is super important in an emergency. Like, imagine AI-powered simulations that are running all these different scenarios to help the operators make the best decisions during a crisis.
That sounds crucial, especially for an industry where safety is the #1 priority.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And, beyond safety, AI can really boost efficiency, which saves a ton of money. For example, think about optimizing how the reactor performs. Predict when maintenance needs to happen. It can reduce downtime and make those expensive parts last longer.
So it's not just making nuclear safer, it's making it more affordable, right?
Right.
Which is huge when you think about how expensive nuclear power is.
You're exactly right. Nuclear power plants are super expensive to build and keep running, so anything that makes them more efficient has a massive impact. And there's more. AI is helping us develop the next generation of nuclear technology.
Next generation, what does that even mean?
Think new reactor designs, like small modular reactors, or SMRs. These are way smaller, more adaptable, and potentially even safer than the old school reactors. They could change the game when it comes to bringing clean energy to far-off places, or blending nuclear power into existing grids.
That's seriously cool.
Yeah.
But how much of this is really happening now? Are there already nuclear plants powered by AI?
So it's still developing, but AI is already being used in nuclear facilities around the world. A bunch of companies are working on and actually using AI-powered systems for things like predictive maintenance, finding anomalies, and even real-time decision support.
So it's not just some sci-fi dream, it's actually happening. That's incredible.
Yeah.
But let's be real. With any tech, especially something as powerful as AI, there are risks and challenges.
Oh, absolutely. One of the big ones is making sure these AI systems are safe and they work right. We're talking about controlling nuclear reactors, right? So the stakes are really high.
I can only imagine. Any glitch or mistake could be disastrous. How do we address those risks?
It takes a multifaceted approach. So first, those AI systems have to go through rigorous testing and validation, like really put them through the ringer to make sure they'll perform perfectly under any conditions.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And just as important, we need some serious cybersecurity in place to protect these systems from hacking or any kind of malicious attacks.
Yes, cybersecurity is absolutely key, especially when you're messing with systems that control something as powerful as nuclear energy. We got to make sure these AI systems have, like, multiple layers of security and that they're constantly watched for any little sign of a problem.
It's like you need a digital fortress around these AI systems, right?
Yeah.
Protecting them from any outside threat. But even with all that security, there's always the chance of human error. What about the people who are actually running and maintaining these
Oh,
systems?
that's huge. We need to make sure everyone working with this AI is seriously trained and they get how complex it all is. It's not just knowing how to use the tech, it's understanding the limits of it and where things could go wrong. So it's all about finding that balance between using the power of AI and keeping humans in charge, right?
Exactly. We can't just hand over the keys to the machines no matter how smart they get. We need human judgment and gut feelings to keep things safe and make the right calls.
It's like a team effort then. Humans and AI working together to make nuclear energy safer, more efficient, and better for the planet.
I love that. A team effort. And it's not just about AI is also changing the future of nuclear energy in some seriously exciting ways. Like, for example, it's helping us develop fusion energy, which is like the holy grail of clean power.
Fusion energy, that's what powers the sun, right?
Yeah,
The thing scientists have been trying to figure out forever.
that's the one. Fusion could give us a practically unlimited source of clean energy, and it wouldn't create that long-lasting radioactive waste. But it is incredibly hard to pull off.
So where does AI fit into all of this?
AI is the brainiac analyzing all the data from fusion experiments. It predicts how the plasma is going to behave and can even help design better fusion reactors. It's like having this super-powered assistant that can look at mountains of data and find patterns that would take human scientists years to figure out.
Wow, so AI is speeding up how fast we're researching and developing fusion energy, bringing us closer to this dream of clean, unlimited energy.
Exactly. And it's not just fusion. AI is also helping us come up with new materials that can stand up to the crazy intense conditions inside nuclear reactors, making them safer and better.
So AI is impacting every single stage of nuclear energy, from how we design and run reactors to creating new materials and even figuring out fusion. It's pretty amazing to see these two things that seem so different coming together to make something totally revolutionary.
It really is. I think it shows how creative humans are and how much we want a cleaner, more sustainable future.
That brings us to a really important question. What does all this mean for everyday people? How will AI-powered nuclear energy affect our lives?
Well, for starters, it could mean cheaper and more reliable clean energy. If AI can make nuclear power more efficient and less expensive, it could be a real contender in the global energy market.
So we could be looking at a world where we rely less on fossil fuels, and that would be a huge win for the environment, right?
Exactly. And with everyone worried about climate change and trying to go green, AI-powered nuclear energy could be the key to meeting our energy needs without trashing the planet.
But of course, with any powerful tech, there's got to be some downsides too. We've talked about safety and cybersecurity, but what else should we be thinking about?
One thing to consider is jobs. As AI starts doing more in the nuclear industry, we might need fewer human workers. It's something we need to be really careful about and plan for as the technology develops.
Yeah, that's a really valid concern. It's important to make sure everyone benefits from AI-powered nuclear energy, not just a few.
Absolutely. We can't forget about the social and economic side of this tech. We got to make sure the benefits are spread out fairly. We need open conversations, careful planning, and help people learn new skills if their jobs are affected by automation.
So it's not just about building the tech, it's about figuring out how it will impact people and making sure we use it responsibly and ethically.
Exactly. We have to be excited about AI-powered nuclear energy and careful at the same time. We need to go for it because it could solve some of the world's biggest problems, but we also need to be smart about the risks and find ways to handle them before they become a problem.
It's about hitting that sweet spot between doing something new and doing it the right way.
I couldn't have said it better myself. And honestly, I think if we plan well, work together, and stick to our values, we can use AI to create a future where nuclear energy is safe, sustainable, and available for everyone.
It really feels like we're at the beginning of something huge for nuclear energy. Like
Oh,
AI could be the key to making it safer, cheaper, and something more people actually use.
I think you're right. The way AI is changing and everyone realizing how urgent climate change is, it's the perfect time to rethink what nuclear energy can do for us.
It's mind-blowing to think about how fast this tech is growing and how it could change the world. As we wrap up this deep dive, I gotta ask, what do you think the future holds for AI-powered nuclear energy? Like, what should we be keeping an eye on?
Well, one thing that's really cool is how much smarter AI algorithms are getting. They can handle way more complex stuff now. Like, we've got these deep learning algorithms that can look at mountains of data from all over the place and predict problems with crazy accuracy.
Well, AI is basically leveling up its brain power, right?
Yeah, exactly. And as they get better, we can expect those nuclear plants to be even safer, more efficient, and just work better overall.
That's awesome. Anything else that's got you excited?
Oh, yeah. Definitely keep an eye on AI-powered robots. I'm talking about robots that can go into those dangerous places humans can't, like inside reactors. Imagine them inspecting and fixing stuff, or even handling radioactive materials.
Whoa, that would make things so much safer for the workers.
Exactly. And that means nuclear operations become even safer overall.
So AI isn't just making nuclear energy safer and more efficient, it's opening up all these new possibilities, right? Things we couldn't even do before.
Totally. And we're just getting started. As AI keeps evolving, it's going to have an even bigger impact on nuclear energy. Think faster development of fusion power, even completely new kinds of reactors that we haven't even dreamed up yet.
A future full of possibilities, A&D challenges, right? As we move forward, it feels like it's really important to have these open and honest discussions about both the good and the bad of AI-powered nuclear energy.
Absolutely. We have to be responsible with this technology, make sure it's developed and used in a way that helps everyone and takes care of our planet.
This has been an incredible conversation. I'm so glad you could join us today and share your expertise. And to all our listeners, if this deep dive got you thinking, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Until next time, keep exploring.